Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, aliens and predators, today is the launch day of NBA 2K16. And with that, I figured I would bring out a gameplay review, since a lot of people are on the fence on whether to get the game or not, how the game has changed, what's different between offense and defense, and talking a little bit about the new button layout, and basically how you have to play the game this year as compared to last year. I feel I can really give a solid review this year at this point in time because I've had my hands on the game for almost about a week now because I did get the pre-order bonus, so I feel like I could give you guys a very solid review and go pretty in-depth with how the game is played. Just so you know, this is the 64-65 Celtics versus the 70-71 Lakers, Bill Russell versus Wilt Chamberlain. The reason I wanted to show you this specific gameplay is because I feel like it has a lot of the elements I'm going to talk about in my gameplay review, so you guys can actually hopefully get a glimpse of what I'm actually talking about. Now, the important thing about these two teams is Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain played very different styles of ball, and I really wanted to show that with this gameplay review, which is why I chose these two teams to play with. Now, having told you that, let's hop right into this gameplay review. So, kicking it off with the miscellaneous changes. Overall, offense and defense have been changed. Defense is a little bit easier to play now, and offense, you actually have to try. Basically, the way players are built and the way the mechanics of the game have been set up, you actually have to use that player to the actual strength rather than playing hero ball with just one really good player. You actually have to pass around, make plays, and it's not every man for themselves really anymore, and it's no longer a game of street ball. And this is why I chose the gameplays, because the Celtics had a really good passing play, and they were also really good at running the fast break, which you will see a lot of in this game. Moving on to the new button layout that has been constructed for NBA 2K16, it's entirely around making sure your thumbs can stay on the thumbsticks of whatever console you have, whether it be Xbox or PlayStation. So now all the controls are within the 4 buttons, the D-pad, and your triggers, including the pick and roll. That way you can use your right analog stick to do your spin moves and your crossovers and all that good stuff that's going to leave your opponents iced. The passing has also been changed, which I find really helpful, because now circle's a bounce pass / flashy pass, X is the regular pass, and triangle is your lob pass and alley-oop, depending on how many times you tap the button. Also, give and go has been added, and your player will actually come to collect the ball when you no longer have a dribble and an open pass. This system is really solid, and I feel like the passing is a whole lot easier in this game now that you know what options you have, and it's not a series of different buttons, use different fingers, and makes life difficult. It's beautiful, and you can actually really play a really good, solid passing game. Now, on offense, there is a bit of a struggle with getting into the paint because you do have to create a lot of shots, so open layups aren't going to be as easy to find, as you can't really play hero ball with your handles and crossovers, zigzag cheese, all that good stuff. And your shots do not fall as much as a higher percentage, which I kind of don't like, because you will have a completely open shot, and the player will have a 75 overall mid-range, completely wide open, whether it be off a pick and roll or something. They will be unable to shoot the ball, it will get bricked off the rim or whatever, and you suddenly lose your possession. That I feel like may or may not get fixed. I feel like it is a little bit low, and even green releases don't go in anymore, which is a good thing, but still, there should be a higher percentage than that. Post defense has also been changed so you can actually get into a good position, make a really good shot contest without fouling the player every time they go up for one of those very rare open layups and or dunks. Dunk animations aren't glitched anymore to where they go in every time, and you can actually make a very solid block if your player is really good at blocking, which makes me really happy. Lateral defense has been fixed. You can actually play solid defense, and as I said, it's no longer a game of street ball. Post moves has also been fixed to a certain extent. You can make post hooks now, and you will see Bill Russell taking post hooks in this game right here. They have fixed his animation, so his shots actually have a normal chance of going in now compared to last year, where they would go even less than the regular post shots. Post fades are still really good. I really still love using the post fade, and it works out with domination, which you should check out my team videos once I release those as well. I will be showing you guys how to do my team. But moving on, defense, lateral quickness is better, and you can't absolutely just speed past by people. It's a whole lot harder to get by and create shots. And defense is really key this year, because if you make a mistake on defense, your opponent's going to turn it into really easy offense, and vice versa. That is why I think centers and very good power forwards on the defensive end are going to be so strong this year, because they can throw an easy outlet pass, and the fast break is going to be dominant in every single game mode this NBA 2K season. Overall, I highly recommend picking up the game. To me, at least, it feels quite different from what it was last year. There's a whole lot less cheese. Offense is a whole lot harder. Defense is actually easier than offense this year, and it is quite entertaining. I'm Shelky. Please, if you like this video, hit like, leave comments about any questions you have about the game, and I'm out.